shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy, because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunting dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy, because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunting dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy, because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunting dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy, because everything is okay. Sometimes it feels like a haunting dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance, is able to craft life from destruction. Remembering that gives me hope that something will come. These past 3 months were just a transition, a shift to cleanse this sacred place for this new life. Now, I realize that even though everything is different, here all remains the same. We keep protecting each other, just not like we used to. And that makes me happy, because everything is okay. Sometimes It feels like a haunted dream, like something missing. The reality hits hard, yet I remain standing. Life always finds a way to blossom, adapting and seeking balance. Okay, I don't think that is working this. Nope. We will need to hide this. And work without the camera. Somehow it's just not working. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to remaster the scene that you saw at the main intro, so let me just get the reference. We don't have anything with this. Here, it was here. Here. Oh, but it's missing. We just have here the image. So what you're seeing this. Okay, so what we are trying to do, the microphone sounds bad. But it's supposed to have the thing on. Probably because of this. Something like this. Yeah. This sounds better, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so today we are going to try to make this. I have also here open the manual where we had different images, and there was, I remember, there was an image of the sorcerer, which I feel it's going to be useful to have. Why this is not working, the snipping tool? So yeah, this is the sorcerer. The sorcerer is what in the challenge, in the depiction of Diablo that I had is going to be. So the Archbishop Lazarus, because that's what we are going to be trying to do. We're going to try to remake the scene that you saw on the thumbnail, right? So it's basically I can probably do this. Let me see if I can add this one here, and this one I was this button. Yeah, I should hide this one. You should be seeing this one on the corner I place right now. That's the goal of the map red event. I guess down here. So that's the goal. We are going to try to do that. But first, I will say that we need here. Let me remove this for now. Wait, what if I add what is it? Grease pencil, a black grease pencil. So basically, I can go down here. And let me do a mirror. So basically, if I go here, I have drawing twice. So now I should have keep the actually let's have this because this should be probably this looks okay. So what I'm gonna do is also do this for real. So I'm gonna change the settings here. Wait, it's not here. Is it here? Units. We pass this to centimeters. I don't know if I change this to centimeters would work. And then we have this here. Let's test that way. So not that. Have this. Let's call it ref. We have that one on the image. I also have here the photo of how like they look kinda the same, so I guess that this may work. So now, am I with that thing? Yeah. So let's start by doing maybe just change to this one and change to color. I'm gonna choose a red color. Wait, didn't you choose here? That's probably because it's not. Yeah, it needs to be on this one. So I'm gonna change this. Add some pressure. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is start to drawing how he might look. I'm gonna do basic drawing. I also need this one change here. It's not here. Where did you change that? But if we don't find it quickly, let's. Oh, I was on this one in front. So basically yeah, this should be can change the color of this one. I think that this changed the color on here. Okay, it doesn't matter, let's just keep going. So here, this dude on the image, like this, looks like the mesh. That is basically this one. Like it looks like this. So I'm gonna just use that. That is the sorcerer as a reference. I'll also save my project. Let's call it a new folder. Let's call this Lazarus. We just open this one here. Why this is not? Why did you change the material now? Okay, this should be working now. So let's see my image. The dude is very elongated face, I say. That he will have big, strong jawline, like this. So let's take this as reference. This should be your eyebrows. So Lazarus doesn't seem Lazarus seems like this one that I showed you. But I like the idea of the evil gremlin ears, like goblin ears. That looks a good idea to have. I can do this. I can be changing with slash between the viewport and my stuff. So eyes. So these are the eyelids, if I am right. This should be the eyes, which I'm going to change a little bit. I'm gonna make it more like this. Like this. And I think that I think that he works with normal eyes. So nose should be big also. Yeah, that looks good. Now mouth is supposed to go around this zone, right? So mouth should be around this zone. I wanna make him big mouth. Like this. Yeah, like this looks okay. So now you have cheekbones here. Of course, you have big, strong line features. So here, let's make you a beard that you may have like this. Like this. Well, let me see the Archbishop. Can I see another Archbishop Lazarus here? Because that one is not perfect. I know that one appears on the trailer. No, that's the intro sequence.
What force wrought this destruction?
One.
Mother, father, slain.
You were hearing the thing, right? Yeah. Diablo encore appears. I know. Let's mute him. Let's see if it appears a good one. It's just bad quality though. I can't remember if this appears in the gameplay though. Because if it appears on the gameplay, I can see on mine. I don't remember appearing on the gameplay. Let me see. Did you hear that? Or is it duplicate? No, you hear that actually. Oh, wait, this is part 2. Part 2 didn't appear. Did I upload Courage here? I didn't remember that. I was like, where is it? I didn't saw it. This one. If it appears in the last one. I don't think that is going to get better than the quality that we are getting on there. You know, this is the moment where we are fighting Diablo here. Too much baggage. Yeah, I don't. Means that I don't recall that. Okay, since I don't recall that, let's just use this. Yeah, that is the best image that we can get from this. Or the pixelated version of the sprite that you get, so not good. So let's took some liberties with how he looks, right? I saw him like this, and we want him to be mischievous, right? This goblin look, I think that it's that mischievous look. But we can also, if we look the other mage, I can show you even the references instead of the critter thing. Show you what's this? And then I look for this one. I think I don't want to hide the hair. I think I'd rather to hide them. If I minimize this, you only see increasing there. Basically, I have it the same height as you. So I know when you are not seeing what I do. So here I have this. I am taking reference this wizard, right? This has this. Something that I wanna add is this that I already shaving here. Like this. So then we have our lips here, and this way it looks somehow like normal Diablo level depictions. So I'm gonna use some hair here. What if I make you color? Oh, you're not going to be color unless that I change to material preview. Yes, like this. So now this way, if we have this color this way, we can see better what colors is or alchemist. So now you have this. I'm gonna make these ones to white, just like that, and then the rest should remain that color. Yep, that's how I would think. So now the hair. Do you have any? You have like a sort of crown, which makes sense because you were Diablo in there. Like this. Like this. Yeah, I like this. This looks like KFC corner, just going evil. Yeah, I also, ooh, I mess up here because I mess up your hairline. Let me see the thing. I guess that you should go somehow like this. Yeah. Yeah, like this looks good. Okay, that is the thing. So I'm gonna do only front for now. Then I change to the side. Do I wanna do your crown? Of course I wanna do your crown. You have like a weirdo crown here. But I don't like that crown, so let's look you a different crown. I'm gonna use, because you're the Archbishop, right? The Archbishop, you're the Archbishop. How do you write that? Archbishop. Archbishop crown. Let's see if there is something. Yeah, like something like Pope crown, something like that. But instead of having normal religious stuff, yeah, look, the Tuli Archbishop. But instead of that, we can give him something of more demonic stuff. Like, I just noticed that there were the weapons on the manual on the sides, like how they look. Like the sprites that they have. Well, if I am going with the idea of that I told you when I was playing the game, I should go with this one. So you go like this, something like this instead of the fishes. Yeah, instead of the fishes, you should have something like that. Where is Blender? Here is Blender. Let me have this as a separate layer. So this, oops, I move it, sorry. Yeah, something like this. Oh yeah, it's all coming together like this. And then we use the fire symbol from the game, which I don't know if I wanna keep 100%. Oops, but I have the symmetry stuff, so I'm gonna just do this. Instead of having it, I wanna have it like this, just to have it more of a just to keep the symmetry that I am working on. Just draw it like this for now. And then we can remove it. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks evil. Let's name this base and this clothes. Now what we can do, can I make you come back? I mean, this dude even looks evil though. Now we can continue adding your armor. It looks to be somehow the same, and something that I don't think that is noticeable, but I feel that it would be cool is to make his claws bigger than usual. So let's make him a body before you should be more like this. The hair should have been in a separate layer though. Let me do that in a separate layer. This got this body. I think you can see that, but I moved there. So now here, just check that I am on the body. Yep, I'm on body. Then we start doing this. I'm gonna just do this as a reference to see. I don't think that I wanted to have you muscular, because the muscular one of the group should be the what is the name? The warrior it was called? The class? Like, the point is that this is a mage, or I think that the sorcerer is the name of the class, which is ad hoc to what I am doing it. So you have your thing here, and you go here. Yeah, I was saying like it's ad hoc to the thing because just got sorcerer in the weekly challenges, and I was like, yeah, this makes a little of sense to do. So we have this like this. It looks awful like that. Something that I wanna do is the hands, and if you look here, they look kinda big for a normal hand size. So I'm gonna have this. Let's say that they are big because he was doing some dark magic. So here, I wanna make them larger, and I guess that I can use the armature here. Let me just have the symmetry here. So whatever I do in this zone, I also wanna change my 3D cursor, so like this. Wait, let me see how much I scale it. Let's scale it twice the normal size of a normal hand. Let's scale it by 3. Yeah, that I think that this is too big. Not gonna lie. Like this. have the thumb almost the size of the index finger. It looks okay. Yep, so now we can go back to this part and draw. I'm just gonna draw one finger, and this is going to be a nail. So this should be one section, you should be another section, you should be another section, and you are basically the nail. Yep. Like this, and then the thumb should be more like this. The thumb actually, well, thumb is actually this thing. This should be probably like a nail, like this. So far it's looking like this. Like it's just missing this. It's basically devil in disguise. But okay, now let's do clothing. I, for example, seen earrings here, big earrings that has. Let's just add small earring or a small ring. Let's see if we can find anything like this. Arch. How do you write Archbishop again? Archbishop. Like it depends that I say it wrong. That's why I'm not getting it. Earring. You have a ring on the ears. Something like that it is. So if I could, no, this one, and I look for stuff, doesn't seem to have any. I need to take a screenshot of this because these are all the spells symbols. And these are good spell symbols from the own game. You see what I told you? Those are good spell symbols. These are more like demon stuff. Yep. I mean, he at this point, we are saying that he became corrupted by the Diablo, right? Because he saw the terrors and like he became corrupt to the point that basically betrayed the King Leonic. Is that the Soulstone? Probably. Look in the manual to see stuff. Yeah, it kinda looks like in the manual even has bigger fingers, this. The warrior big. Like, honestly, looking at the concepts, I don't see why they go for this realistic approach, like a little cartoonish. We have been good. Okay, so you have these earrings. It's I was moving like if it was Krida. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna add a triangle here just because triangles are cool. I'm gonna add like a Bill cipher symbol here. Something like this. Wait, why don't make dark gash like this? I wonder. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks silly, not gonna lie. It will be easier if I just delete it like this. You don't allow me to? I think that on these ones I can just delete it like that. Okay, so now let's see religious earrings. Croxes? Do we have croxes on the game? Like at one point, anything? Nothing like this looks croxes. Like I like this. I'm gonna add it to him. Like a tattoo. I can add this species of tattoo. Oh, but these are not symmetrical, so I'm gonna do it at the end. Something looks somehow crocs. This one doesn't look to have earrings. These have earrings. The point is that it just ended like that. Which I guess the simple triangle was a good idea. Probably an empty triangle like this. Should go. Should be good. Though this side shouldn't see a lot. Like this. So looking at the reference, you have big cloak. Right? That's what happens. You have a big cloak. Which it's going to be adorable because this one. It could be just something like this at 10th, but it's just like on this one doesn't look so much like that. But here, oh, I guess that's just, no, I think that it's just me confusing. Let's just block the rest. So I can only affect the ones that I am drawing right now. Let's start with the shoulder pads. Because you have here golden shoulder pads. It looks to be these ones here. That also give you this crown with horns and stuff. In the one that it has this. So the shoulder pad should be easy to draw, something like this. This doesn't look that big, is it? Something like this. If I only select this one and I rotate it from here, yeah, it works too. Okay, so now I'm gonna move it this way, and then I'm gonna delete this. I'm going to make it look better. I'm gonna go for these sharp angles, even when they are probably not that sharp on the imagery that we have, but it's going to be better for the purpose of telling that he is dark, that he became part of the chaos. It has a beautiful pattern, but we are not going to do the pattern from now. So that is that thing. Like the point is that on this one looks like this rope that it has a sort of like, here is somehow a connector that goes to the chest plate that it has here, right? And from here you have this small area here. I think that these are just like the fake apps that basically every artwork on these sort of games has. The crouch area. Like this, it looks cool. We probably wanna make this go up here, because if we look at this, it looks like it has. And then we can have some sort of ribbons coming from here. If they look bad, we can remove that always. It does not matter. Now I want to make him more sharp than he is on the imagery. So the imagery, he seems not that sharp. Even on this one, it doesn't look very triangular. So I'm gonna start doing stuff like this should be some sort of clothing. I'm gonna use some other color that is not red, like purple, I guess. You have a rope here, but I guess that I like this sort of rope. You have like some sort of tunic here. I'm gonna also prove that after symmetry is gone. Guess that the ribbons are just bad idea. Now that you have that, what if I give you... If I just noticed that I'm giving him very feminine shape. What if I start with the cloak? There you have. It seems too slim, isn't it? Yeah, like this. What? Like this. I don't know if I wanted to end it here. Yeah, this looks... Yeah, this may be good. I don't know if it's better this way or... if I want it to be just not the end. Yeah, I think I really like this one more. So you have this one here. I can have you a more straight one here. Shape. So this is your torso. You should have also... let's use another color for different colors. Like this is going to look horrible, but it's probably helpful. So big sleeves to do your sorcery. Yep, big sleeves. I don't know if I want something here. Like it seems this should be like this. Excuse me. Okay, there we go, back. Like this. This is a robe, so this, wait, not a robe, a tunic. I don't know if this should be the same. Like I want this. I have the yellow, so I even forgot what I was doing. You seem to be missing something here. I guess that there is pentagram here, so I'm gonna add you a color of a pentagram here. So I just noticed that this center is not on the origin. which I will assume is because I move it, so let me just put it on 0. Because having the blue line, it's good. How is a pentagram? I don't know. Let me seek for a color of that. This one looks okay. I need to change the noise threshold on this thing because it is just horrible. And I also need to see why the camera is not working. Do we have, yeah, I think I have with this one, isn't it? But it didn't sound that strong, I remember. Probably it was something that's bad, I didn't notice. Depends, I don't remember what this does. Okay. Let's keep going. So I have the pentagram reference, and I have it. This look like a. Oh, I know what can reference. For this specific thing that I wanted to. Not good image to find. Not the image that I was picking on my head. Oh no, it was a color, isn't it? No, there is no good image to see what I wanna see. Or at least not a quick one to find. I guess that it is actually a color. I don't know if these are, these are like, this shouldn't be colliding to each other. Okay. It's just a star, but you have here like classic pentagram symbol design. And we can do his stuff. Just look, this is already demonic. You have snake. You put the pentagram inside instead of the goat. So here I go not good on this one. We can add an eye here to make it more weird, like that. I guess that the eye wouldn't make too much sense if we didn't connect all the pieces like this. Yeah, this is good. So now the point is that we say that he has some sort of tunic here, right? So he have this cloak that actually it should be didn't this have a color picker? I thought it had. So the cloak should go all the way here, and then here you actually have sense for this to be connected to this with this color, right? And now what we do is we grab basically this and we put it down like this. Where did I change the thing? Okay, so this when I'm like this. I don't want to move the head, but I want to move the rest of the stuff. Like make the torso a little bit bigger. I guess that I can do that when I am finished. So this way, let's have, you should have a tunic. I'm gonna use another color just because it's probably what I need. Maybe look at this again. So this is different. This is a different. So you have a band here, so I guess that it makes sense to be a little stretch here. You can even hear the birds, which means that my microphone is bad set up. Do you still hear me? Yeah. Like this, you hear me better? And if I do this, 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 yeah, this should be work. This should be working. Let me just do this. Yeah, you hear me better this way. I think so. I'm gonna put this on this one. If I do this, you guys still hear me better. Ideally. this, like this. Still hear the keyboard, but less. So I can increase this even. Like this. Like this. Let's wait until this catches up. Then we keep doing this. So you go this way. Do you have, is this like a rope? You cannot see here. But I guess that I read it wrong again. Yeah, it's just some sort of rope that they have. This catches up and I don't hear anything good. Like this. I don't know. Remove this. And now I should add this. Suppression 0. This is better. This is picking up a little of noise. This. No, this is picking. Okay, this. Let's test with this. Just because I was hearing the keyboard. I don't know why this doesn't sound good. Not gonna lie. Now it's the proper microphone. Thing is that this shouldn't be that big. And you should still be picking up what I hear. And this. This is better? Yeah, this. I don't know why it sounds so quiet. The only thing I can do is just crank this up a little bit. Hope that it works. Oh, I think that that's better. Yeah, the camera is not even switching between like options that I have. Like is the Streamlabs the one that is not working? The camera. No, microphone is too loud now. It's probably because the noise threshold. Oh, but I have big gain, that's bad. Should have just small gain. What about this now? We should just be working on this now. This looks good. But you on your naked feed? You seem to be naked feed. Let's make you naked. It's not active, but even change to the body. Let's do this. Don't tell me that is not. Why is not deleting that? It's not deleting anything. Oh, it's deleting stuff here. Oh, it's because I am working on the mirror side that is not. You are picking noise that you shouldn't be picking. I'm sorry, I cannot. It's probably this one, the one that is doing stuff. That sounds horrible. This the default settings. Okay, at least there is no. Better. Or I'm just too quiet. It sounds bad. Like this sounds bad. What if I make this closer? The thing is that it's the Streamlabs, the one that looks. What if I add this? A limiter. Like this? You still speaking me? Still speaking me? Oh god. This is still. I will fix that later, right? Okay, so we have this rope here. When is that I cannot. Oh wait, I have also big volume, so as far as you don't have big volume, it should be okay. Okay, this is not picking that. I just need to speak a little louder and that should be okay. Okay, so what I was doing? Actually, this green shouldn't be. That one? I don't know. I am just lost at this point. There was no, yeah, like this with control. I was like, sure there was a way that I can just do. So second finger, the finger for fingers. There is 5 fingers in the foot. 5 fingers in the foot. Yeah, I can barely hear me with this configuration, which is insane. Okay, that is how you work. So now I need to huh. I'm thinking how this is going to be made. Okay, let's change to clothes again. Let's think how the cape is going to be merged, and I think that I see how. Because the cape should be the same. Actually, the cape is the same as, like, the cape is from where these things are coming, right? So this, actually, let's make you bigger sleeves and something like this, more close to this section. So you have something like this. Yep. Yeah, that looks better. So basically the cape is attached to all of him, because I don't want to have different. And he has the basic tunic, that is this one, and then the cape, that is this one, as you see. I like the idea of the big robe because that's more of a classic priest ideas. Hope they are. So now what else do we have? What else am I missing? I feel that the shoulder pads should be bigger. Is it just me, or the shoulder pads should be bigger? It's better to just erase it and do it again. But the shoulder pads should be bigger, that's for sure. Because if you look here, it is still like if it goes down, like it's going to go here. This should still go here. Let's just do it like this, more simple design. Yeah. Something like this. This goes like this. And then you can have some patterns here. Wishy-washy stuff here. Yeah, now that looks better. Now you have the big rope. Okay, that thing. I was thinking to add this, but I don't see where would they come from. Actually, that looks good. So I'm gonna keep that. Just let's make it work with the rest of the scene. We think of how they are on 3D space, and we have to do it on 3D space. For now, those looks okay. Let's see if we are missing anything. Doesn't seem to be missing anything. Like he's missing this. Armor. But I don't know how to add the armor. Let's be honest, the armor doesn't feel to be fitting on this, so let's look for something like Archbishop belt. Something like a priest belt. Something like a priest belt. There is the classic. Like the shoulders looks okay, but when I add this, doesn't feel good. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, the point is that let's say you have the full chest plate, having only like the belt does look weird, but that's probably because this has some sort of middle center. If I found one that looks good, I can add that. Okay, I found one that may be useful for our purposes. This one somehow is on the same style. We can use it as a reference because now we can go back to the original one. The original one is more like so this, I think that is also that I am adding it too high. Because this is this one and this side, right? Then I should have these sections down here. Yeah, this looks okay. So now, like this has this area, it looks like a face. And now I can just add this skull here. Yeah, and this is just like the bed area that is working around. And this, okay, let's do it more like the first one. Okay, I think that now that we saw how it's done, we can make it on the thing. So we have this. So then we have this zone, that it would be this one. This is just going here. On this side is when we have here our skull. Right, like the skull should be here. Like this is the skull area. Now, because this goes like that, it should be able to go down here. We have this zone here. Yeah, that looks okay, because we can have this like if they were rays coming from it as sort of the design that this has. Okay, that is good. Now let me change back to the pink. We keep going this side, so this goes this way. This goes this way. I guess that I need to change the base body, because the base body is the one that is messing up everything here, right? Like the base body is just, wait, the feet may be useful. We keep the feet because we saw those in the final. the final images. So if I have the feet not like this, but we have a triangle shape, right? Like if we go for a full triangular shape in our character, like this, we can have a bigger torso, perhaps. Or go more straight. I guess that you can have body up here, and then body up here, right? And then we have a body up here, and I guess this goes here. This goes here. Guess that this can go this way. We have the knees around this area. Then we fix with the normal, with a normal shape for the then we can just go like this. So not the best ones, but it's not that bad. Those are very tiny feet compared to the last one. Is that, wait, not remove that, like use. Like this. Like this. You go this way up here. Yep. And now we go here. Let me check just how, if the warrior has, I see how to fix this. So now here we go a little straight, then we go this way. I think that he goes straight, and then we go middle of triangle shape here. Therefore, we can go and change to this one, right? And then on the orange side, we will have our small armor, and the pink that it's the cloth, the tunic should go this way. The feet still look so small, tiny. My body, no body, my clothes. Let's go body. Let's change to red also. Like this. This is decent, I guess, because this is decent. Yeah, this looks somehow better than I was expecting to look. Still not so convinced by that thing. Also, we need to draw his stuff. That should be easy. So now let's go to the modifiers. I guess that I need to go to object mode and apply the modifier. So we go again here. We go back to the draw mode. Something that we want to add is first of all the stuff. That should be easy to make, right? Like this. Is perfect idea. So we should have let's make this little not too thick. Still too thick. Still too thick. Probably like 16. Yeah, that looks good. 16. So we have this stuff, right? Let's add these small details, like every one of them. Like we have this. You don't see how often this is. Like like this, and something that we can add is this shape here, and in the top goes like the magician girl stuff, right? Like it's going to a circle. Here have this, and we can add another of these here. So we have that. Now we can have the pentagram, which I will say, if this is the snake, like this, like this. Probably it's too big. Like this is working. I also want to add some of the crevices on the clothes here. Yeah, this should be okay, like this. Is that I'm going to leave it then. Something that I can do is use yellow, add a different one. That's with double D, but it doesn't matter actually. Like you should be having some sort of the DUI here. It looks like a Japanese shelter for a second. Now let's jump to this one. And I also need to change the clothes, the flame, because it was rotated like that. But let's have it. Is it this way the way that the game is? Yeah. Make it a little smaller, like that. So we only need to do the side and it's done. Jesus. Okay, let's Okay, so now we move this here. Let's do this one and we start to let's do a new layer. So basically I'm gonna have this one over here. That will work. Now here is where we see again how we have it here, and we have it almost on a... Wait, do I wanna... Yeah, I want this side. Because I was like, I want it to be on the side that you usually are going for. We have the nose here. Hopefully, yeah, I am hopefully in the other ones. This is going to be useful because usually I have trouble drawing the side face, so let's be smart and chisel a little bit. Like this. The eye should be here. I think that the eye on the profile changed a lot. This, so the ear is around here, but since you have a goblin ears, not goblin, well, just sort of goblin ears, you should go like this. Like this, then we have this like this. Let's start the eyebrow. Like this, eyebrow goes here, the hair goes like this. this, and then we go down here. I'm gonna be honest, the face is the thing that is the most valuable on the side for this specific character. Like this. Then we have a slightly beard going like this. But the baby is what we want. Now we go back to red. We can start to put him. Do you get to hide? No, you are supposed to be okay. I think that is okay. Yeah, this is okay. I have this here. The body of this character shouldn't be that big. But it might be useful to have a little. Let's draw the tunic here. Where the tunic goes? All the way here. Like this works. Now somehow I feel that I made the skull on this side view bad. Doesn't seem to be bad, but why it feels bad? Probably I need to have, yeah, better curve here. People is hunch by nature, so I'm gonna hunch you. this, and then you go like this. You have big like this. It's gonna have big foot, like you have big hands. I feel that you should have big, what is the name? Big things. So this is the design. I guess that it's time to show this and hide this. Let's block that one just so I can do this quickly. Let's back this one here. I don't think that there is a necessity for a 3/4 view with this. Ow. Like, because I wanna do the block out, I'm going to just hide this and work with this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it in a collection, a new collection. It's called this ref because very original. Let's hide them, but we cannot select them by accident. Then let's create a new collection. This is going to be like block out. Then we add a cube. Not a cube. We should add, first of all, a sphere. Something that I don't understand. Okay, I understand now. Let's add a mesh sphere. Yeah, why not? Normal sphere. Common sphere. It should be on 0. Have snapping for some reason. Don't know when I turn it on. I'm gonna believe more the front view since it's the one that I feel more that I did more. What is the name? That I did the more attention to what was I doing. Let's use the symmetry for easy. Here we go, here. And we'll assume that you go here. And I'll leave you there. I'm gonna add the object here. So I can do something like this, because that's something that I feel it's necessary. The same as in the back, this should be more like that. Because if I do that, now let's subdivide this like 2. Yeah, with 2 should be okay. Then we do this. This looks like this. So this is our... Oh, this one was going to be a problem. Oh no. Yeah, because this seems to be... Let's go to a sculpt mode and change this to be more over here, because this is too big. It doesn't feel... Not sure. Now I'm gonna keep adding stuff like cylinder. Let's make it with 8 segments. Probably I should have used 16, but it's okay. Like this. Now this, how the next should be? The next should be rotated like this, of course. Like this looks good. I guess that I need to do all the body, isn't it? Like all the body. Do I add a cube for the torso? Usually I got trouble by doing that. So I wanna do this time a cylinder because it looks a better option. And it's just making it the size that I want it to be. Then add subdivisions here. We make this big. We make sure what? Somehow they were like clone vertices. Somehow this feels more natural than this one. But I guess that it was because this one here, mirror. We need to use the body. Okay, then we go to select there. Let's have the 16 sides because that looks better. We just make it tiny. We make it flat like this. This should be a little smaller, and if I am right, arm is just like a chain, so if I flatten it here, then I should be able to copy this one, rotate this like this. Ooh, I think that I messed it up, because you should be the small one. Yes, like this. I actually should have cloned this for the elbows. Now here I just need to make sure like this. I'm gonna put it right here. This is where the elbow should be, if there was an elbow. Okay, I'm gonna copy the same for here for the feet. Since I have this here, I'm gonna put this here where the butt cheeks should go. The torso probably should be done with a with an with the what's the name? It also should have been made. Probably. I'm gonna make the torso with them. What is the name of this with a cube? Fit the torso, it's very cube. It needs to be made by a cube. Also something that I am not having yet, it's like the arc of the body. This this okay, so now you can go here and you're just gonna start to get shape. Because the knee somehow gets like a natural rest position. Now you should go here, you just go down. Now we grab these ones and we move it to be the way that we wanna. Now you should go this way so it makes this arch. Like this. Now, why this does not have is one mystery that no one knows. And I will be missing the hands, but I want to wait for make the hands because usually those take hard time to make. I think that this is basically or what is this called? Archbishop. I think that I read it wrong. It's okay. So the reason of why I do that is because I also wanna have something mesh circle. Let's do this. And I wanna have something for let me look here. I want to see someone, not someone, even if they see a reference. I mean, anything is better quality than the one that we see here. I wanna have someone. I'm gonna have some. It basically allows me to see. Like this. No, I wanna add. Let me put the cursor here. So I'm gonna add a sphere, a cube. Something like this. this. Then I can change this to whatever I need. Something like this as a placeholder for now. Something like this. This will be the scene that we will be making. So let's change this. Let's name this ritual. I named that wrongly, but who cares? Okay, so now let me do this, and what I'm gonna do is just start with the face, right? Since it's the hardest thing to do, let's start with the face. And we have a block out, we can start a simple sculpture of the face. What time is it? Let's be half an hour more. So this is something that I learned recently. So what I like to do usually is to grab this and I have my separate collection of this. So basically I can hide this. And now we join these two, right? So let's name this as a head. Let's go to sculpt mode. Let's go, I would say this size. We start with this, right? First of all, let me just, I think that I start, let me just activate symmetry. First we need to set up our smooth. I think that 0.7 is too much. Let's point on 0.4. Yep, 0.4 seems good. Now let's put this on like 3.5 centimeters and remeasure this. We can start sculpting, not sculpting, we can start to smooth stuff a little bit. So that's first step, smooth what we may have. To remove these these visible faces. Then what we need to do is to see, you see here it's the eye, right? Like all of this thing. Let me seek for the character. Here is it. So all of this area is a big eye socket. So what we need to do is probably want to use this, and I'm gonna start dipping here. I'm gonna start dipping here. So have a little of that. I'm just going to have shape at this point. Like I don't want detail, I just want shapes like this one. And to make sure that there is this, on F I have this script, which if I am right, this allows me to just create flat planes. So this can help here to have a better simple shape of what is happening. Also here we can start changing a little bit the geometry, right? Like Let's make this look like that. And then we have, for example, a plane here. So I guess that I'm going to change. I changed my command to be Alt F, so I'm going to with control, yeah, you inflate it and create like these heart shapes. I just wanna work with this way. I'm gonna mark it this way. Then that is mark somehow where it is. Just going to go this way. Going to flatten the sheen area here. So he has a sheen, a sharp sheen, right? And like this, we have this area, and like we make these big planes, right? Like we have this plane. We can even have the plane here on the forehead. But with this for now, it is enough. Let's make this a little more straightforward, a little more straight here. Here we can go to a reference, and I do not draw the jawline. That should be here because the ear goes here. So this should be your jawline. Right, and we have this face now. Like if we feel that we go too far, we just push it a little bit like this, and we shape it with this wrap tool. And with this we have basically that area. Right now what we need to do is I'm gonna put the cursor here where is the middle. I'm gonna add a UV sphere. I'm gonna make it smaller, like 5 centimeters. It's too big. 4. I think that 4 is still too big, but I'm gonna rotate it this way. This way. Then we should symmetrize it here with more or less. Like this should be in the center because we can just say that this is one color and these rings like this rings a color, right? So we can say that this is a color, that this is basically the ring of your AI, and the rest is white or something like that. So we should make it fit almost perfectly the eye. And like here we can see that, for example, this eye is too high. So I can go back to the reference and grab it's only one layer. So lock the layer and grab all this eye, probably the eyebrow too. And then we move it down. Let me just change it to see the other side. And I'm just moving it now to be like this. So basically if you see, like if we activate, for example, not here, the wireframe, basically the iris, it's on the center, right? which is what we needed. So now we can just block again not hide it but block it. We can delete this like that. So now let's go back to this and back to not vertex, to sculpt mode. So this one, the clay strips, is good for building volume. What we need is probably I'm gonna sharp here. I'm gonna mark this, but probably I need to add more detail. Let's go to 2 centimeters. And I'm gonna add here that this right here is going to be my mount, right? You can see that even here, like the what is the name? The thing that I am using, it's not doing full control. I'm also going to do the camera here, so when I press it by accident, it focuses to wherever I'm working on right now. I think that I'm also going to start adding some volume to the nose. Like this is going to be hard because we need too much volume, right? We do not have too much geometry, so to just create some basic shape with what we have. Something like this. Then we do again the Ctrl R to gain more what is the name? To gain more geometry. And it's just looking good so far. Gonna smooth these areas that shouldn't be generating volume. Gonna add a little volume here on the lips. Now let's fix it from the profile, right? Because so far the profile looks not as the image that we draw. Sometimes I like to go here on side view just to get side view on X-ray mode to see if something is going on. Like now, if we exit that, we have this ugly thing. So we need to make sure that these lips, the mouth area, is a beautiful arc, right? Like this. I think that was too small to make the perfect arc, so let's grab all of this, because this area is where the teeth are, right? Like your teeth are here, so the teeth should shape your jaw. Like that is what is shaping this cell, the teeth. So if it's not round, it's bad, and we do not want him to be the prettiest person, but it should look still human, right? So if we go back to our shapes, we can see that, for example, here we are going a little far beyond. Like here we have this face, right? We want this to be probably more flat here, right? Because probably that was too flat. Something like this, you know? Or we can use the script tool and define the plane here of the side of the skull. Like a big circle here. Okay, let's go to the side view. And here you should have big plane on this side of the skull, because this side is more flat that you will imagine. We also want this forehead a little flat. We want the nose to be more hard line, so we can mark this beautiful line here, and to do that we can use not this one. I forgot what was my shortcut for. This one. I think that I have one shortcut for that one, but I love. Sometimes it works bad, like this time. So most of the time you just use the script brush, and you create the shape of here that you want. But this is a little hard. Like when we have stuff like that, we change to the crease. Oops. To the crease. And we start drawing here. Like whatever we want him to be. The nose. Because like if you look, nose is getting good. And noses are hard most of the time to do. Like most of the time the nose is going to be hard that you get something like this, but like this time feel that we did pretty good. So now what we are missing is some muscle here, right? Like here. Oh, you don't see me. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can fix the camera now. I've been recording this for no reason. Forgot that my recording is no, this is my car webcam settings. Means that when I change to the camera, it's just not even detect, not switching to it, like it's not like that. No, yeah, you don't see it for some reason. Yeah, it's not detecting it. But well, I can explain with this. Like here, you usually have some muscle that builds up towards the lid. So we need to have something like this. We missing this area, right? Like we need to have it this. So we need to build this section. For example, this side. We need to remove all of this area. So let's do that. And the best way is just by adding actual geometry. Or I think that for this case specifically, that is the best case. Especially to keep the geometry that we have. So we just go slowly. We can also build it by the side, but it's going to be, and we know that this is what we need, right? Like we know that this is like what we want to have eventually. So now that we have that, I also feel that we should build the crevice that you get here when you do stuff. Like when you move, you generate there some weight. Like you cannot see me. That's hard to explain if you don't see. Like the cheeks also. The cheek should be some muscle here. And you smooth, like you grab stuff and you smooth it. That's the way to do it. So now we can grab this, and then this one we should just be able to push it this way, and this should give us a good result. Now you can see that our dude that it didn't look fat is starting to look fat. The reason is because we are having what should be this back area on the neck. So what we can do is to move this a little bit like that. And that didn't look good, so other way is to use the scrap tool and not build, but to do this, right? To mark again some planes, like for example here on the shin, how we want his shin to be. Like we can grab something down here, we remove it, and we start scraping until we get again the shin that we had at the beginning, a more planar shin. Then we build again here. Then we can build again some muscle. And now this area, this should be more flat too, because this shouldn't be like this. And if we think that we do too much of more, we just press Ctrl and we bring some of that back. So with Ctrl we bring volume back while still keeping that planar approach. So here we need to build also this area because is where the cheekbone goes. Like the cheekbone goes here, and even when we do this we can just change it with the grab tool. Should that is a little harder to get some good results from that one. Something that I want to do is just go back to the reference right. Here on the drama and probably change the opacity of most of them, like half, because it's too much geometry there, but basically it's a little harder to see. Don't tell me that this counts like an animation, because this shouldn't count. No, this is just that when I draw them, they were on different. Somehow I moved the timeline. Okay, this is more manageable. And if we need something specific to move, like we can go always back there. So now what we do is, for example, this here, we just move it up, and we need, for example, volume down here, right? Instead of moving it, we better add it with the scrape, not the clay brush, clay strips tool. And we start to add, like we can remove stuff and shape it as we wanted to have it. Like once is on the shape that we wanna have, then we can start to extrude here. Like here, for example, I want this to be more flat, so we flatten it. And once that is done, we say that I want to make this like that, because I know that that's going to be the what's the name, the neck. So I want to move this way here. So the problem with the grab brush is that sometimes it creates you these M shapes. Like if you, let's just put the example here, I move this, it creates that, like I am grabbing this, like it doesn't grab the middle, and therefore happen that. So it's always better, I notice, to do it by yourself, by using the scrape tool or the clay brush. Like, both are good options. It just depends on what you are going for. Like here, for example, I am missing some. Like if it's too much, it's better to just change to this the clay strips and start adding here volume. Then using the other tools like the scrape tool to give it shape back again. Like here now it's not shaped, so I changed back to this one and I paint with this one here, and quickly I gain back my shape, like no problem. Like very quickly you recover your shapes this way. It's also important to make sure that you have using a right size, because if you have a size that is too big, you can make stuff that you don't want it to have, and that is bad too. Like here I do not see anymore the shape of it. Like you usually need, you usually have a good shape like this. Like it's easy to have a shape like this. It's hard, but it's hard to get the shape, but it's easy to see when you are not getting the shape right. That's something that I notice. We give scrapping here, scrap here, and we scrap a little bit here, not too much. Like here, for example, the grab tool, it works because we just want to do this and then we just make it flat again. And then here, if we unlock everything, you see that this should be more plain, right? So we start making this plain, and like feel that for me it's easier to see these simple planes. That's why I make it this way. When I learned it, I was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. And I didn't finish everything to see, especially for topology and all of that, but I have seen other topology stuff, so I do not feel so lost in that area. I'm going to make this more like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Sometimes you don't need to have the shape exactly as it is, because it's not simple to get the shape that you want. Now, once again, we can just, which I choose the wrong one. I forgot again. I don't think that it has a shortcut there. Because this one, yeah, you tell me what is a shortcut. Yeah, you don't have a shortcut. So that doesn't mean, that means that it may not be you. I wanna use this to get here some plain spill. Probably I should add another controller. Probably it was you who was used. It doesn't sound that they used you, or they was, or it was this the one to be used for building the lips, but you worked them a little bit. And we can, it was this one, it was the crease brush, because we, with the crease, we just invert the crease and we have this. Wait, I'm fixing this lip here because it's not rounded. You can see here that I am missing some geometry, but I'm gonna keep it this way for now. I'm gonna try to fix these lips. I wanna make this a little bulger here. And this is something that is not on the reference or the one that we make, so you can take liberties always in it. Let's just finish this. Like this way. Then we can have not this one. And we can make this big, so we make only one big whoosh. Like this, a big whoosh. And it's basically doing what we want. A big whoosh. You know, at this point, like for example, our mesh is going a little more. More, what is the word? It's going more. This, we'll hide this again to put this in the proper volume. Now this is having a good volume here. Like this is starting to look good. It's very low poly still, so, but it's good that we keep it low poly because that makes easier for us before we merge everything. Like it's good to have just like this simple bases, then we can have everything back. We hide the reference, we can have this one mirror, and we use the face. Something that I missed, it was this. Luckily those didn't have problems. Something Like if we can just start to rotate this way, like I like that, and then see like troubles, like for example this area. I mean, I know that the next is going to go here, so it's not big deal. Then what we need to do is here, what you do is just grab this again. What you can do is just create clones of it, right? Like go to object mode and duplicate this. You have a copy, just in case that you mess up what you're doing. Then go to sculpt mode. And what you need to do is this one, this, and start building back here, building back for the eyelid, which is going to be the hard part. Because you only want to be like eyelid where you want to recuperate here where the eyelid is. I don't remember if it was this way or if it was another way. I can just check it just to tell if it's that way or not. Is this one? Yeah. Let me see. Trying to see. This is the ears. Yeah, so you adjust everything around the eye, so the eye socket is perfect, and then you, if I remember, you just did that, but I can be, yeah, you just do that, but only on the eyelid area. Yeah, it was only on the eyelid area. That's why I was like, yeah, this doesn't look right. Because you have this. So what you do is you just in this zone. Because like if you see here, we have this zone that it's like the small hole that you have between your eyelid and why not just make this like this. Until basically I think this is just going to harsh and this. So what we can do is let me hide this. And what we can do is wrap them sphere, deactivate the mirror visibility, so we can see here, for example, this. So and then we go back here, like for example this, even when the frog eyes will look good, it's too much. So we can just have this area, and what we can do for making our lives easier is start to wrap it like this, as far as we keep our what is the name, or spherical arc here, or arc of the eye, because this goes around the eye, not vice versa. So this only takes that form because it's taking the form of the eye. Like here is just question of looking how this looks. Like for example here, it already too much of this, so you move it back, right? Like it's too much, so you move it back like this, that it will be like the perfect size. Then we need to make it more over here, more over here, more over here. So basically you need to have a small area that surrounds the eye without being like overwhelming too much. Now you can also use this in the X-ray mode to see wherever it's good already or you're missing stuff. This looks like this, but we are missing the shape of it, so we can shape it a little bit more. Right, like here, while more detail is the final mesh, the better it's going to look. So now you can see this, I can smooth this area. We can just extrude this way, this way. We can add more browns later here, more front, because we are missing it, so we can add more geometry here, because if we don't add it, we are going to miss this big section that you should have. So usually I like to smooth everything, even if that doesn't look right. Going down here and start to arch the eyelid. same with the downside, going around the eyelid. You see, this is looking not bad. So now we have big eye socket here, which can be the vibe, but for this case, I'm gonna hide this. What I'm gonna do is remesh again. I'm gonna expand the eye socket here. Probably it's time to do more space like this, so I can do this. And if this is happening, what we can do is brush, then select only from faces. So basically we do not push more of what can be pushed. Only if we go like that. But we can push this a little more and have it like a general shape. This we can have a little of texture here going up. Like this. We also need to sharpen this area, like with the scrape plane we can just flat only the top. That is the one that the side that is close to the eye. And here is just tweaking until your eye shape is exactly, your eyelid shape is exactly as you want. This is the hardest part of all the face, but once you have this part, the rest is just looking where it looks bad and spotting the bad zones, spotting the possible errors that you may have. You see, this is hard. This is for me the part that I struggle the most yet, because it's like it looks like it is okay, but it's not okay yet, and there is a lot of things to do, tweaks, changing this. If it's not perfect, it looks, this is the part that you must tweak until it doesn't look bad, because the eyes are the point that look, that the first thing that you notice that there is something bad about it. Like at this point there's still tweaks to do, right? But just by doing this smooth tweak, smooth tweak, smooth tweak, you can get what you want. I'm going to use smooth inside, even when you don't see this. Let me hide the reference. And so far looks like this. Well, we can just get the blockout rest. And hide this. So far looks this. Somehow weird, but somehow decent, not that bad. Yeah, like the face is just tweaking slowly until you get something that looks decent enough. And I never finished that one when I learned these techniques, so I may be missing stuff that is important. But let's leave this for now. I guess that I get almost like a profile is good. The front is the one that is still looks bad. But for now, this is okay. Like for now. Like later is question of changing stuff and all of that. Yeah. Let me see why it did not grab the camera, but it should have grabbed it. I mean, you're hearing how it's getting disconnected and connected, but whatever. This is all for now. I guess that I will be just every now and then. What is the name? Every now and then look into the old stuff that I have made, this, and on the main channel, and uploading it as shorts. When I just to be uploading stuff while I do this. But yep, this will be all. I will do that. I am working on this, preparing for another streams, just to have different intro than the one that you see most of the time. What else? Basically that. What else? What else can say? I have been working on that Spider-Man animation. It's going slowly. I have been continuing with what I say on the last video, that is basically learning stuff, like, or learning new techniques. That is the thing. Learning new things. Mainly that, actually. What do that put there? But yeah, basically that's how the camera has been showing all the day, so Yeah, it would be all. Yeah, being in the animation book, that mainly, and these that are the um, weekly challenges that sometimes I look and I see this and it's like, oh yeah, this is something that I can do. I can look, I can find a way to do this. And I think that I see why it looks weird front face this character, because it's too flat. Like, I think that I see that because here it looks good, but here it doesn't look good, and it's missing some volume here on this area. Like, you need some muscle on this area too. But yep, that is all for today. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this challenge for a week, but let's see what I can do on this week. Yeah, you need cheeks. You need to build up some cheeks. If you are or a better line here, but I wanna be keep working this and yep, I will do this. I will, because I feel that I can work on this at least 5 minutes every day, posting how it's going so far. But that's all.